Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Bright Connections. We are here on Spooky. The Spooky set is in order. We've got Spooky Andy on the side. We've got, look at that. I love it. I love it. So hopefully you guys had a wonderful Halloween. Welcome in to this episode of Bright Connections where we're talking about Halloween. So Andy, thank you for joining me today. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me. This is Halloween's a great time. I think fall's like definitely one of my favorite seasons. Love pumpkin beer, love all that stuff. I love the haunted houses. Halloween's just a great time of the year. So
Nice.
Thanks again for having me.
Hey, you bet. I can't quite say the same. It's not my favorite, but I do appreciate a good Halloween story and having some fun on Halloween. Absolutely. I just don't like the cold weather. I think that's what it is for me.
Yeah, and it's definitely getting colder.
It
looks
is.
like fall in Pittsburgh here now. So definitely a little bit colder of late.
Yeah. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, and you just got to embrace it and make the most of it. Like you said, enjoy that time of the year and what it brings. The pumpkin beer or pumpkins, fall leaves, changes of colors, and everything outside. Yeah, there's plenty of good about it. Just the cold can stay away if it wants.
Yeah, that would be the one part I would change if I could. But it also is nice when you have the World Series, you have hockey starting, you have football, college football. It's a good time of the year for sports as well.
It is. You're right.
I had to get my sports reference in there.
You had to get a little bit of sports talk in there. Yeah, Andy is my big sports guy, but we're gonna move away from that today. We're gonna talk all about Halloween, and it's gonna be a lot of fun for you guys. So Halloween, Andy, what is Halloween to you? What do you think of when you think of Halloween?
I think of that's a good question. I think of like just tradition, just looking back at the memories that I have. A lot of great time spent with friends over the years, whether it be trick or treating with my friends, or even now, obviously I'm not trick or treating, but we're at least going to houses and just seeing friends that we haven't seen in a while, and just having a good time. And that's kind of what I associate Halloween with. I think, looking back, I had just a lot of great memories of like going to my friends' houses in their neighborhoods and trick or treating and using a pillowcase. And then we would, we would everyone would weigh theirs at the end of the night. And, we'd try to figure out who had whose thing weighed the most. So just little things like that. That's what I think of when I think of Halloween.
Yeah. It was always a competition as a kid. Who got the most candy, or the heaviest bag, or yeah, definitely. I remember doing that too. I remember when I was old enough to transition to the pillowcase. That was a big step. Instead of your little Halloween bucket or whatever you did as a little kid, and you transition to a big old pillowcase, and you're like, I got to fill this thing up as much as I can. Get all the big candy bars, and that was one of the things I remember. Is there was a house somewhat close. It wasn't on my main neighborhood, but it was close enough that we would always make the trip to it and go make sure we got a big old candy bar. I mean, this thing was just massive, like size of your face candy bar.
Those are the best.
Yeah. So I had to make sure I went and got that. And I mean, for me, it's the same kind of deal. Just thinking about the memories of trick-or-treating and just having fun, dressing up. Obviously when I was a kid, who wouldn't want to go and get a bunch of candy for free? So that was always a big thing, and it probably transitioned to now too, when I still love my candy. But
me too, man. My wife, she's a teacher, and she brought home a ton of stuff yesterday. I'm like, oh yes, this is awesome. Because she's not big into sweets, but I am. So I'm sure I'll be. I'll make the candy disappear very quickly.
I'll gladly take that away from you. Yeah. Nice. Then there was just other than trick or treating, when I finally again transitioned to the step after trick or treating. When my parents handed out candy, I would always at least for a couple of years, I would dress up in like all black, and we'd have this fully like blacked out mask where you couldn't see anything. So I was just completely camouflaged in black, and I would sit in the corner of our porch and like jump out at people and scare them when they came up to get candy from our house. And obviously I wouldn't do it to the littlest kids, because I don't want to, terrify them for their life. But some of the older kids, I'd jump out and scare a little bit, and that was always fun to. They'd enjoy it. Honestly, they'd say, "Oh my gosh, you scared me! That was awesome." So that was always fun too, doing that in my probably later teen years kind of thing. So that was a lot of fun too, and that was definitely one of my bigger memories.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we've had any like scary memories of trick or treating, but I remember we went up to this one house. It was a pretty big house, and there was a bull like just laying in the front, like, oh, they're not home. You just grab something, and that but in front of, right behind the bull, there was this guy. He looked like it just looked like a statue. So we're walking up, and I just put my hand in there, and he goes, I think he comes alive.
Yes.
And it scared the crap out of me.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't remember how old I was, but I was really scared. So that was one funny memory. And then I think there was another house where you had to go up like this long driveway, and there were like bushes on the side of both sides of the driveway, and people would actually like hide behind them, and they jump out at you as you walked up this like massive driveway. Nice. So nice. I remember those types of things too are funny to, obviously,
Jump
the moment
scares.
You're scared,
yeah.
But it's funny to look back. And so I don't know if you've had anything like that, but I remember those memories pretty well too.
I don't think I really had anything like that done to me. Like I said, I kind of did that to kids.
Yeah, right. You're on the other side of it.
I was like, yeah, exactly. I was the one doing it. That's awesome though. Guy dressed up as a statue standing behind the bowl, making you think, oh, okay, nobody's home.
Nobody's there.
I got a free lane, free path to the bowl, and I'm just gonna grab as many things as I can. And then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah. I give props to that guy. It looked like it was just like like a decoration. Yeah. But no, it was an actual person.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I give him mad props for that one.
Absolutely. All right. Now, feeding off of that, big question. When you were a kid and you saw a bowl with a sign, take one, please. Did you take one, or did you grab a whole handful?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I actually did. I probably took one. I think I don't remember taking many. However, I do know a lot of kids that took more than one, which that's fine if they want to do that. But I don't think I think I always took one. I'm pretty sure. I don't recall ever taking more than one, or, if they said pick two, I would pick two. You know what I mean?
I think I'm in the same boat. I think I listened to the sign. There might've been a few cases, maybe when I got a little bit older, I was like, I maybe took like an extra one. I never took like a huge handful. I never was like that. I didn't take the whole bowl or anything crazy. I might have, if it said take one, I might have snuck a second one or something like that. But I think for the most part, I think I stuck to it and just took one.
I feel like as long as you don't go like overboard with it, like if you're taking, like if they ask for one and you take like 7, like that's overboard.
A little bit, bit.
Literally 7 times the amount that they said you should take. So
exactly.
I feel like I tried to play by the rules most times, because you have to understand too, if you take that many, then the trick-or-treaters that are coming behind you may not have as much of a choice, or there may not be any. The candy might be gone.
Right. That's one of the it's one of the things you need to think about, and probably a lot of kids, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about how much candy can I get.
Yeah, you're trying to win that competition with your friends.
Right. You're trying to have the heaviest pillowcase.
What's the heaviest candy bar you got in here? Give me that
one. Right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Not which candy bar do I want, but which candy bar is the heaviest, because I need to win the competition of the heaviest.
We need to maximize these king size bars as much as we can.
That's right. Oh my gosh. That's great. Yeah, but those, like I said, those main memories are just the trick-or-treating and the dressing up and having fun, running around, just having a good time with your kid friends and getting a bunch of candy. And later on, I guess in college, you did have some Halloween parties and stuff too, and those were fun. I remember some of my costumes, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, some of our costumes. And but yeah, that's the main thing. When you were a kid running around trick-or-treating, at least for me, that's what it was about. I know Halloween in if you think about it, actually really doesn't stem from the best thing, but as long as you make it all about just having fun and dressing up and being silly. then it's all worth it.
Yeah, I feel like the another thing I just thought of is like the Halloween parties at school as a kid. That was always fun.
Oh yeah.
So I know my wife's she teaches pre-K, so they had like a big Halloween party and they had a blast. And I remember doing the same as a kid,
Yeah.
just having a blast at those parties and stuff. So
Yeah.
that was always fun.
You're right. I forgot about that too. Yeah, all the stuff that you do. I know we probably made like crafts and like when you were real young, made crafts and probably had like drawing contests and all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I also think that Halloween is kind of like the start of the holiday season, which is just really fun. You have Thanksgiving and Christmas Day coming up. It's kind of like that first, like, oh wow, we're getting really close to the holiday season.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a fun time of the year and just brings back a lot of great memories with friends and family.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about that. It's the almost like the mark of the the start of the holiday season. The end of the year is the big holidays, and that's Halloween's kind of like the first one. Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
They just all of a sudden after Halloween you have a ton of holidays all of a sudden. So it's a fun time.
You start thinking about and preparing for all the big holidays. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. All right, so now we've talked about what is Halloween. Now let's talk about some of the costumes. So I got a list here of the top costumes of 2021. So what hits the mark as the top costumes for the year? Now, obviously you have the ones that are trending, for the year. For this year, we've got some obviously you got the Squid Games thing, which
that was my first thought. I was like, that has to be in there.
So it's not on the top 10. It didn't make it on the top 10 actually. But it's definitely trending. And I'll be honest, I don't really know exactly what Squid Games is because I don't have Netflix, but I obviously hear a lot about it and I've gathered a little bit about it.
It's interesting. I'll say that.
Yeah, I've gathered enough to know what kind of what it's about. But you've got that. You've got Among Us, the game with the little like aliens and stuff.
Yeah,
that's on the list as well. Some other notable ones. We've got Pokemon.
Amazing how Pokemon continues to just.
I think it's on the rise again.
It's unbelievable.
Over the last couple of years, it's been on the rise again. It's crazy.
I was a huge Pokemon fan as a kid. I'm trying to remember. I know I was Ash one year from Pokemon.
Were you?
Yeah,
nice.
I remember that. So yeah, but it's just crazy how like when we were kids, Pokemon was like humongous, and then they had like the Pokemon Go. I was into that when that came out. That was huge that one summer. And then it just continues
they're still bringing out more games. Yeah, they're still bringing out more stuff. The cards have come back. A lot of people are back into the cards again. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. Fortnite, another game is on the list there. Velma from Scooby-Doo is on the list. Poison Ivy, Beetlejuice. Some of these things, the honorable mention here, notable ones, kind of just stuff that.
Those are some classics there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. But if you had to take one guess, what do you think would be on that top 10 list of costumes for 2021?
Oh man, yeah, I thought Squid Games would be on there for sure. So now I'm kind of at a loss now that it's not on there.
I mean, just think in general. I mean, you got to think.
Yeah. Trying to think. This is tough. I
put you on the spot. I know. I put you on the spot.
I thought for sure that would be on there.
What's popular from year to year?
Something. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking maybe like something Disney or like Star Wars or something like that. Maybe. I don't know if that's on there, but
no, it's actually not.
Actually
not. Nope. All right, we'll roll through it. That's all right. Hey, I know I put you on the spot. I made you. I took your guess off the board right away.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess.
I screwed up.
Oh no, you're good.
So number 10 is Chucky.
Oh, interesting.
I never would have thought of that.
Me either. No,
I never would have thought of that, especially for a top 10. Maybe like a handful of people doing it, but apparently Chucky is number 10 on the list. The little killer doll.
Yeah, not Chucky Finster.
No, no, no. I mean, oh, maybe, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Number 9 is this the clown.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense with all the It movies and stuff, but I feel like that's not. I don't know. These two surprise me because like I was expecting more recent things. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
that one's a little surprising too.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, that's the first thing I thought of too was like the killer clown kind of thing.
Hmm.
With the It, and what the heck's the clown's name in it? I can't even remember it now.
Oh geez. Yeah.
I see all these videos all the time too with recently with the clown in it, and I can't think of his name now.
Yeah, I can't think of it
Pennywise,
either.
Pennywise.
Pennywise, that's it. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So probably a lot of those. Number 8 is Cowboy.
Hmm.
That's kind of what my reaction was too.
Yeah, I don't. These are surprising to me.
Was this take? All right. Was this taken in Texas? Was this poll taken in
Yeah,
Texas?
where was this at? We need to know
right
who was surveyed on this. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, Cowboy. I didn't. I mean, I guess you could see it everywhere, but
yeah, these are like classic ones. Like I was
well,
expecting more recent things.
Oh yeah. I know you're thinking of the trendy stuff again, and,
yeah,
and this is kind of just whatever the top costume is.
Yeah.
This next one is kind of trendy though. So number 7 is Harley Quinn.
Okay.
So from Suicide Squad, the DC movies and comics, Harley Quinn, I guess you could say former girlfriend of the Joker. She makes it on the list. I guess I could see that with she had a couple movies recently, and kind of made a rise in the world as far as people recognizing who she is.
Yeah, that makes me think maybe I know like Marvel and all that stuff, like that's all popular too. So I wonder if any of those will be on the list.
We'll see. Number 6 is Fairy.
Okay.
Fairy, a fairly odd parent. Fairly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would not have guessed that.
No, I would not have guessed that one.
Definitely would not have guessed that. I assume there's a lot of young girls dressing up as fairies, and that's awesome.
No, that is
absolutely. Number 5, another kind of surprise. Cruella de Vil.
I actually know. I talked to someone. Their kid was Cruella.
Really?
Great movie, by the way. The most recent one that came out.
Okay, so. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to at some point. Hopefully, watch that.
Highly recommend. Yeah, it was like when I watched it, I didn't have a ton of expectations watching it, but I loved it. Like the music and the soundtrack that goes along with it is really, really good too. So that makes sense because it was a really good movie, and I could see a lot of people dressing up as her. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 4. Number 4 is one of those ones that makes sense, and you even mentioned. So officially, Spider-Man. Number 4.
Yeah,
yep.
I can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. I was thinking Disney, but then I was like, wait a minute, Marvel. Marvel is huge right now.
And especially Spider-Man with the new movie coming out, and just in general, Spider-Man's so popular. It's just and it's I feel like it's fairly easy to do. You just have a onesie and you just slip into that and have fun with it. Do your poses and your everything. So
shoot your webs. Yep.
Shoot your webs. Yeah, but that'd be an awesome one to do. I don't think I never did anything like that. I don't think when I was a kid, I never got fully suited up. I feel like that was one of the big things too, is I never really liked wearing masks too much either when I was a kid doing trick-or-treating. It was too hard to see. Too hard to breathe. It wasn't as fun. I just wanted to be able to run around and run from house to house and not have to worry about what am I going to trip on or anything like that. But
your visibility is definitely blocked a bit with masks, which makes it, especially if it's dark outside, you might be like tripping on something or stepping on someone's foot,
that's another thing that I remember. I swear back when we were kids and we went trick-or-treating, I don't know if the times changed, on when trick-or-treating was, but I swear it was always dark when we went. I don't
Oh,
understand.
yeah.
Nowadays, it's always light. It's
Yeah,
always
it is
like
weird.
it's bright as can be outside. It's like it's not trick-or-treating time. And they're like, yeah, we're already done. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
you're right. Yeah, I always remember it being dark when we went.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of a single time where it was like light outside and we were getting
No,
candy.
that's what I mean. I'm so confused nowadays when these kids are coming around. It's still light out, or and the time's like done. You know, the trick or treating time's done, and it's still light out. And it's like, what is going on? It doesn't. It's crazy. I'm assuming the times changed. You know, like when trick or treating time is, and I just remember probably for safety things again. People, they don't want kids running around in the dark, but man, I swear it was always dark, and that's a good point. Like you said, with the mask, it's hard to see. So
Yeah.
that probably goes into it. But yeah, I feel like it's better in the dark though. It's supposed to be dark.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be dark. I feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Halloween. It's got to be in the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
No question.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh well. So Spider-Man number 4. The next two blew my mind. I know I never in a million years would have guessed that these were top costumes. Number 3 is a dinosaur.
Is it like those inflatable ones or?
That's what I thought. That's what my first thought too when I read that. But still, to be top 3,
Yeah.
never in a million years would I have guessed that.
See, I thought of that originally too, but like I know that's been like a trend for a few years now, so I wasn't sure if it still was or.
But I feel like those blow up ones are too big for kids.
That's true. Yeah, those things are huge.
So there must be like an actual like dinosaur costume, like an outfit that kids are dressing up in. I don't know. Like I said, that blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, what?
Yeah, I would not have guessed that one either.
Wait till you hear the next one. It's even worse.
Man, I feel old. I don't know any of these.
Number 2 is a rabbit.
Rabbit.
Apparently, we're dressing up as Easter. We're dressed up as Easter and Halloween.
Got the wrong holiday.
And they got the wrong holiday. Rabbit. Never in a million years.
That's number 2 on this list.
That is number 2 2021 Halloween costume.
Man, I don't get that one. I never would have guessed that.
never would have got the wrong holiday, guys. Come on.
I'm trying to think of like where the rabbit would even come in. Like, are there any movies with rabbits? I'm trying to think of where that would how that would become so popular. Nothing against rabbits, but I'm just trying to think of like where
nothing against rabbits.
But I'm just trying to think like how that got to number 2.
No idea. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. I don't know.
Wow.
Yep.
Now I have no idea. I have no idea what number 1's going to be now.
Well, number 1 actually makes complete sense.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, right. The world's back in order when you hear number 1. Number 1 Halloween costume for 2021 is a witch.
Okay, yeah, that's always a classic.
That one makes sense. That is absolutely a classic. Yeah. All the kids dressing up as witches, going around with their broomsticks and their wands or whatever whatever it may be. And I feel like I don't know if they classify Wanda from WandaVision, Wanda Maximoff as a witch.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's a good handful of Wanda costumes this year as well. So I don't know if it falls in that category, if it's separate. But yeah, the witch, like you said, classic for sure.
Yeah, witch is one of those costumes where there won't be a single Halloween where you don't see a witch. You know what I mean? Like there will always be a witch. Always.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine, yes. There's always going to be a witch costume. Yep.
Yeah. So that makes sense. The rabbit, though, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one.
Good luck. Good luck. I don't get it. I don't get that one. But that's top 10.
It's an interesting list.
Yeah. Some of them that really don't make any sense. Some of them make, some of them do. The clown, Harley Quinn, Fairy, Spider-Man, and Witch. To me, those ones make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, Harley Quinn is still a little bit of a surprise too, though, to make top 10.
Yeah, that high. Yeah. I mean,
that
would
high,
be
exactly.
popular, but top 10, I wouldn't have guessed.
Right. I mean, I would have guessed that Squid Games would have been higher than Harley Quinn even.
Yeah. I wonder when this poll was
maybe it was
taken.
a little bit early. Yeah, maybe it was a little bit early.
Maybe it was before Squid Games got popular and
Maybe,
came out. I don't know.
maybe, but yeah, but Chucky, Cowboy, Cruella DeVille, Dinosaur and Rabbit. That
Yeah. Wow.
never would have thought of that. Never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right, that's top 10. I mean, I don't know. That's what people are doing, I guess. That's what people are
Hey,
doing.
yeah. I mean, hey, do what they love. That's
Yeah,
fine.
and
Just definitely a surprise. But
and that's what it's about, dressing up as who you want to
Yep.
dress up as. Whether it be, there's been like a rise in cosplay, the last
Yeah.
couple of years too. So just people like dressing up and taking on the characteristics or the personality of somebody they love. So Halloween's another great opportunity to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a fun part about it too. It's not just the costume, you can
Play in
kind
the
of
part.
like play the part, right,
Mhm.
right, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Just to like be a superhero for a night or
Yes.
something, just it's fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. Playing a superhero for a night. I mean, far and away one of the best things about Halloween. I know for me too, especially when I dressed up, I would always got to play the part. Always gotta play the
Absolutely.
part. Yeah. Now it got me thinking. This top 10 list got me thinking in the past of some of my favorite costumes. So I put together 5 of my favorite or most memorable ones. Number one is a big one for me. It's always been on the back burner, or whenever I need to come through with a costume for some reason. This one's always on the list as a possibility for me.
The old reliable.
The old reliable, exactly. Good old Eminem.
Oh yeah.
So my mom made, I mean, who knows, probably 20 some years ago, mom made an Eminem costume, just basically stitched together just a cloth Eminem thing with like straps. You just slung it over your shoulders and you just ran around as a round blue Eminem. And that thing got me through so many parties and
that's great.
And, just trick or treats. And it was great. It really was. And like I said, it was always old reliable. I know last year's episode of Bright Connections, I dressed up as the Eminem, and it was, like I said, it's old reliable. So that's definitely been one of my more memorable costumes for my life. Simple, but just one of those things. I'm delicious. I'm an Eminem.
Yeah, I mean,
delectable.
So many people love M&Ms. Like,
exactly.
how could you not like that costume?
Exactly.
And you're getting candy. I mean, it's just like a perfect fit for Halloween,
Exactly.
right? I mean,
candy eating candy.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong with that at all.
Nope. Number 2 on my list is another one actually that my mom made. We were talking about it earlier this morning, and she informed me that she made this costume. And again, I was like, what?
Wow, that's impressive.
You didn't buy
costumes.
This, yeah, right. It was a shark costume. And full on head outfit.
Wow.
She made this head, like a shark head, and still to this day I was like, there's no way you made that. It like fit over your head and just perfect. Blew my mind. But it originated from, and I can't remember now, it originated from some kind of child cartoon with rollerblading sharks, and I can't remember what they were called.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
There was a kids show back when we were kids. It was rollerblading, like crime fighting sharks. And I
Sounds
can't
cool.
for the life of it, right? For the life of me, it was always one of the shows. Obviously, it was one of the shows that I watched if I wanted to be it for Halloween. And I can't, for the life of me, I cannot remember what the name of it was.
Still, though, to design a shark costume like that doesn't sound like an easy one to design or create.
Street sharks. Sharks. That's it.
I've heard of that.
I remember that now. Yeah, Street Sharks. So
I don't think I ever watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, my mom made stinking Street Sharks costume for me for Halloween one year, and that thing, it's crazy. That was one of those ones though. It was tough to see because it was a mask, or it was a whole head.
Oh yeah.
But that thing was amazing. It was amazing. So that was definitely one of the better costumes that I ever had, was a shark costume.
It's even better. It even has more value if, you know, your mom created it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep. Number 3 on my list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was at 1 year as well. That was good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh yeah. So I had the whole ensemble for Ninja Turtle. I can't say I remember which one it was though.
Same. I don't remember which one.
I think I can name them: Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo. Yes, I still got it.
Nice.
Still got it. I know my favorite was Leonardo.
Yeah.
The blue one with the double swords.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I believe that's Leonardo. Shoot.
I don't. I can't remember.
Because I know Donatello was the purple and kind of the leader with the stick. Michelangelo was the goofy one who always had the pizza, and he had nunchucks.
Yep.
Donatello, Michelangelo. Raphael was the one with the what are they called? The little, like, the swords, like the small, like, dagger swords.
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
I can't remember what they have official name, and I'm blanking on that now too. And then so that means Leonardo was the blue with the double like actual blades, the big swords.
Yeah, that's another one. You know, it's just like a classic one. I feel like kids are probably still, you know, dressing up as those today too. So
another one of those big shows when you're kids that this made an impact on you.
Yep. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with oh shoot, what's the name of their mentor? The rat. Master Splinter.
Yeah,
no,
you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Master Splinter. Yep. Look at us.
Well, it was mostly you. I was just I can't remember most of it, to be honest.
It's coming back. I'm surprised I don't remember it too. But yeah, so Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle was one of my big costumes that I remember for sure. Yep. Then there were the last two were more recent ones. So back from college, one was a Smurf costume. So I guess we were walking around Halloween store or whatever it was, looking for costumes, and I noticed a Smurf mask. It's like, oh yeah, perfect. I got that. I got a pair of blue pants or white pants, blue shirt. I can't remember the combination, if it's blue bottom or blue top, or blue and white top and bottom. And I just ran around as a Smurf, you know, all the whole party or whatever. And so that was one of the fun ones for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Goof. I remember it had glasses too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then last but not least, one of my all-time favorites, one of the ones that actually ended up turning into like an alter ego for me per se. I dressed up one year in college as just an old grandma.
That's great.
An old chain smoking bitter old grandma.
So that's a fun one where you play the part. Like
I absolutely 100%
awesome.
played the part. I'd walk around. I need another cigarette. Where's my cigarette? Hey, you crazy kids, get over here.
That reminds me of that SpongeBob chocolate.
And
that same lady.
Yes, that's kind of what it was. Actually, I'm glad you said that. That's basically where it stemmed from. I would always do that chocolate skit in college. People wouldn't know me. People wouldn't know me for that skit, and so I was like, oh, I could play the part with playing an old grandma. So I had like a babushka. I had a robe. I had slippers. It was great. I think I had a fake cigarette, maybe a real cigarette that I just obviously never smoked. But
that's amazing.
It was great. It was hilarious. And like I said, it ended up turning into almost like an alter ego after that. Even non-Halloween, I'd just walk around and be like, hey, do Marge. I was like, hey, what are you crazy kids doing? Are you studying long enough? But yeah, that's great. So Marge finishes off the list of my favorite costumes.
That guy has a name too, Marge. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Old Marge. Yep. So that was.
You need to do a podcast as Marge.
Yeah, right.
Might not have much of a voice
I
afterwards.
definitely
but...
would not. I definitely want, because it does hurt to do that for a while.
Oh yeah, especially if you're at a party and you're being in that
Loud.
costume the whole time. Yeah, that would be that would be tough.
Yeah. Yep. So those are my favorite costumes, my memorable costumes. Andy, do you have any costumes you remember?
Yeah, that's a tough act to follow, the grandma there. But yeah, I'm just thinking back to some of the ones that I had. I remember being obsessed with Scream one year. Like everybody was Scream. So I was Scream one year, and that was pretty cool. Obviously, it was a mask.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had the one that had the blood coming out of it, though. I remember they made those masks that had the blood.
Yeah.
I don't think I went that far, but it was cool to it was cool to be Scream one year. That was fun.
Absolutely.
Another one I remember that was really funny was Shrek. That was like one of my favorite
nice
movies growing up. And the funniest thing was it had a whoopee cushion attached to it.
Nah.
Yeah, so
that's
there
great.
would be times where I'd walk around and I'd hit the whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
People would look at me like, what?
What did he just do?
Did you just do that? So so that was kind of funny to see the reactions of people when we did that.
Yep.
But yeah, I loved Shrek. I'm trying to remember if that had a mask or not. It might have. But it had like the Shrek's like his clothing he wore and all that stuff.
Right.
I love that movie when that came out. So that was a fun one.
That whoopee cushion thing attached is great. I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that made for a lot of fun times with that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially as a kid, you're playing around with that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I was Woody one year from Toy Story, big Toy Story fan. So that was always a classic one. And then
did you have some fake pistols that you would do crazy stuff with?
No, I didn't have that. I think I just had like the hat and the boots and all that stuff.
Did you have Andy written on the bottom of your boot?
I did. Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I had to because my name's Andy, obviously. So I was like, yeah, we got to throw that on there.
Exactly.
And then the other one that was funny. I think there was one year where I don't know what happened if I just like didn't get a costume or something happened, but I was going to trick or treating and didn't really have a costume. So I grabbed like a Penguin sweatshirt and I grabbed a Penguins goalie mask and I just went around as like a goalie, and people were like, "Who are you supposed to be?" And I was just like, "I'm a Penguin goalie," like they were
obviously
they didn't know who I was trying to be. I guess they thought I was trying to like cheat the system just to get like some candy. And I was like, well, I mean,
yes, a little bit, but
slightly,
but at least
I feel like the goalie masks makes it a costume, I think.
Instead of just if you were just wearing a jersey, it would be like, no.
Yeah, like so. So those are some of the ones that I could think of. I think a lot of mine were just like shows that I liked or movies that I liked. I remember like when I was really, really small, I loved Thomas the Tank Engine, and I remember seeing calls or like pictures of me as a little kid as Thomas the Tank Engine, which that's another one. It's still popular, which is crazy. So those are some of the ones that came to the top of my mind when I was thinking about some of my costumes of the past.
That's pretty cool. Like, how did you dress up as Thomas the Tank Engine?
I think it was just Thomas. Like it was almost like a onesie type thing. You just put it over you. It was a blue, and I think it had like Thomas's face on the shirt.
Nice.
It was just something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I was a big Thomas fan when I was really, really young.
Oh yeah, awesome, nice. I like this. Like you said, they're all memorable to you. They all meant something to you. So again, getting the chance to dress up as one of your favorite characters, just it meant a lot.
Yeah, it's good times. I mean, it's bothering me that I can't remember some of the other ones. I mean, I went so many times trick or treating. I was trying to think of some of the other ones.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. We're old now, all right? It's hard to remember that far back.
It is. It's crazy to think how many times we went trick or treating, and I'm trying to think back on some of the other costumes that I had, but those were the ones that stick out the most, I think.
Yep. All right, next. Got me thinking, the whole trick-or-treating aspect, and I heard some stories of people getting some weird things in their candy bag. And it got me thinking some times that people got some absolutely ridiculous things that you get when you go trick-or-treating. So I found this article of a bunch of just ridiculously weird things that kids got while trick-or-treating. And I wanted to bring them up and just talk about them for a minute because it's just, some of them are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Number one, neighbor gave out period starter kits to the girls and condoms to the older kids.
Wow.
Not exactly what you're expecting to get in your kid's candy bag. Yeah, that's not exactly candy. It's not, yeah.
That's yeah.
Not
I don't know how I would react to that.
Yeah, right. That's yeah. Starting off hot, that's for sure. Starting off hot. Number two, somebody got potato salad in a plastic bag.
Ugh, that sounds nasty.
What? What are you thinking? Why would you?
Ugh.
Why would
that sounds
you
like
think
it would be all like mushy and crushed by all the candy. Yeah, that just doesn't sound good at all.
No, not at all. Insane, absolutely insane. Somebody said that they actually got a cat, like an actual cat, one year, and they named him Levi, and they still have him 17 years later.
I mean, I'm glad they found him a home, but
glad yeah.
Not expecting to have a cat in my pillowcase at the end of the night.
What? Right?
Why is your pillowcase moving?
Right? Oh my gosh. Somebody got a wig. That one's not so far off the crazy path, but I feel like it depends what kind of wig though. So they have here a picture of like a clown wig, and that's not. I feel like that's not too weird. Crazy, but I feel like getting actual like hair, like an actual wig hair. Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
What are you trying to tell me here?
Do I need more hair? Like... I need more hair. What? Somebody got a baby turtle and a can of orange soda.
Kale loves orange soda. That's all I think about when I hear orange soda.
Nice. Maybe that's what they were going for.
Maybe they're Keenan and Kel fans. I don't know.
Yeah. A baby turtle and a can of orange soda. Okay. A gingerbread cookie in the shape of a man's part.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So not sure what they were going for there. Why they?
I wonder if all of them are shaped that way, or probably one of them was. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody thought they were going to be funny and make cookies in the shape of that. So, yep.
Wow.
Somebody got a pamphlet about why Wow, I can't talk. A pamphlet about why Halloween was a celebration of Satan.
Oh wow, way to ruin it.
Right.
Way to ruin the holiday.
Right? I mean, yes, it kind of stemmed from stuff like that, but
yeah,
it's for the kids. It's all about dressing up and having fun. No kid is thinking about what the meaning of Halloween is and that it's a celebration of Satan. And I mean, like you said, way to ruin it.
Yeah, the focus is on the costumes and the candy. That's all. What's it all about?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody got a small plank of wood. Literally just a plank of wood.
Not sure what you would do with that, but
yep. Somebody got a Christmas crossword puzzle.
A Christmas crossword puzzle.
Wrong holiday and a crossword puzzle.
Wow.
Kid wants to do a crossword puzzle.
See, maybe
there might be some, but
maybe with the plank of wood, they're thinking we can give a little bit of a boost to the people that are, competing for the heaviest bag. Yeah. That's the only angle I can think of here for that one.
Maybe, yeah. Somebody got a little metal elephant figurine. I mean, okay.
It's not, I feel like I remember getting like Happy Meal toys or something like that. So maybe that's kind of like falls into that category somewhat, but
at least it's still on the food end though.
That's true.
Close to candy.
Yeah.
Somebody got a deflated balloon that said "Over the Hill."
Oh, sorry. Our family, we got a million
balloons
for my dad's 40th birthday, and here you go. This is all we got.
Somebody got a packet of McDonald's croutons.
Croutons.
Hey, at least for food, right?
That's true. It is at least food, but
croutons from McDonald's.
At least do it like the it reminds me of those. You remember those McDonald's cookies they used to have, like with the characters? Those were really good. That would have been a better
Oh yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
awesome.
Go with croutons instead. Somebody got a pack of cigarettes for their dad who was trick or treating with them. Thinking about the parents that are walking along
How
with them.
about that? Wow.
Yep.
That's next level Halloween there.
Right. One house gave out pizza slices, but also made you
Ooh.
put your name in a raffle to win a huge model airplane.
Pizza, that would be an interesting one. I
Pizza
mean, I guess
is,
you would have to eat it, I would guess, right away. It's not like
yeah.
you can just throw that in
You're
your
not throwing
bag.
that in your bag, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. Wow. Somebody got an actual Xbox 360
Oh man, that would be something.
from a stranger, and it worked. They said it actually worked. It worked just fine.
I'm guessing. I wonder how they choose that. Like just like some random kid, and here you go.
Here you go. I like your costume the most. Take this Xbox 360.
That's a kind of a cool. That would be kind of cool. Like if they did something like that. Like, oh, you had the best costume today. Here's a Xbox.
Crazy. Somebody got a mini pumpkin shaped Bible.
Wow.
Again, going back to the whole Halloween's a worship of Satan kind of
Yeah.
thing, I think.
Yep.
But a pumpkin shaped one, not a regular one, a pumpkin
Yeah.
shaped one. So
Yeah.
at least they played a little bit into the part of Halloween.
Yeah. At least the theming is
At least the
is on
theme's
brand there.
a little bit close. A walnut with Happy Halloween written on the shell.
Man.
Hey, at least played the theme again.
Again,
but
yeah.
You put Happy Halloween on it, at least.
Yeah.
A walnut.
These people are just like, as long as it's like pumpkin shaped or it says Halloween on it, it's good.
It's good. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Some lady would get soaps shaped like animals.
Shaped like animals.
Soap.
You telling me I stink?
Yeah, right. You're telling me I'm dirty. That one's kind of dangerous because I feel like young kids might think that that's actually candy and stick that
That's a good point.
soap in their mouth and be like, "Ah."
That's true. That is a good point.
Yeah,
Especially for the younger kids.
yeah. 1 year this person got a miniature scrapbooking kit because I looked like a smart kid, they said. But a whole scrapbooking kit. Okay.
Wow.
Have at it. Somebody got live goldfish and not even in plastic bags. They just panicked and dumped fish into their bag.
Oh my goodness. Without water. Oh,
Okay.
that's disgusting.
Very. I feel like that would ruin pretty much everything else in the bag.
Oh, those aren't Swedish fish.
Those aren't
are
Swedish
actual fish.
Those are goldfish. Real goldfish.
And not the not goldfish, like not those goldfish.
No. Not yeah, exactly. Not the cheesy good kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Wow, somebody got bouillon cubes. Stuff used to make broth.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
No big deal. Guess they're trying to have you make some soup.
Oh man.
Somebody
This is
got
wild.
Right. Somebody got old coins from all over the world. A guy put them in little squares with the date and what country they're from on them.
Well, if you collect things, I guess
that's actually on the cooler side. That's actually
I think so too. I remember collecting
definitely weird to get on Halloween, but cool.
Yeah, I remember collecting like all the state quarters and stuff like that. So that sort of reminded me of.
I have those little packets with a coin from each state. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did that too. Yep. I remember that was a big thing when we were growing up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Trying to collect those. One house always had a bowl of hotel toiletries and Mary Kay samples.
They just every hotel they go to, they just steal everything from the hotel and they give it away.
Hey, we got all these. You want to give them away for Halloween? Yeah, kids need these.
Here's a notepad from the Holiday Inn.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. A woman gave out small potted plants. Okay.
All right.
All right.
If you like plants, I guess
so.
Good, but
somebody got a hair dryer. what are these people thinking?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't understand what they're thinking. Like, do you have that many hair dryers around your house? Just like, oh, I'm gonna give these away.
Like, at what point do you like tell yourself this is a good idea for me to give this to a kid?
Yeah, it's not it's not charity, it's not giveaway.
No.
It's Halloween. What?
Yeah, they are not expecting a hair dryer. They want candy.
Yeah. Somebody got a Christmas ornament, a cat toy, and a single crayon, all from one house.
Single crayon.
A single crayon, Christmas ornament, and a cat toy.
Wonder they got all of those things at one house.
One house.
I don't know what the puzzle is there. I wonder if they're just trying to do something with that. I don't know.
I don't know. And last one, somebody got a package of hot dogs.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, at least we're on the food theme again.
Again, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's food. So
a package of hot dogs, though. Hey, instead of candy, why don't you eat these hot dogs?
That also would be very, very nasty after like 2 hours of trick-or-treating.
Yeah, like getting all soggy and sweating all over the candy. Yeah.
Yeah, that would smell.
Yeah. Not great. So that was the list of some crazy things that people got. And it got me thinking, if I ever got anything close to that, I can't say that I ever gotten anything that bad, but I did get some weird stuff. I have gotten some weird stuff, thinking about it. So I got some dentist items.
Yep, that was one of mine. I think I remember getting floss or like toothpaste.
I think I got all of it. Toothbrush, floss, toothpaste. Obviously the person had to have been a dentist.
Oh, absolutely.
if they're giving out dentist stuff. I'm pretty sure I got an apple at one point from somebody. Definitely did not eat it. As soon as I got it out of the bag, mom's like, yeah, no, throw that away.
Yeah, throw that in the garbage.
Get that. You're not eating that. Because always the worry about there was the scare a couple of years about people putting small razor blades and stuff into things. So there's always that scare.
Yeah.
But yeah, either in general, just no, I'm not gonna eat your random apple from who knows where and what. And then I got pencils. I got pencils before. Just some some pencils thrown into your bag. Not as extreme as those other things, but still one of those things why? Why are you giving me this stuff? It's not Halloween candy. It's the random stuff that you want to get rid of in your house.
Right. It's just like random stuff you have in your house. Oh, let's just give these away.
Yeah.
I definitely had the dental things. That was the thing I thought of. And now that you brought up Apple and pencils, I've also received those. I think actually, I'm pretty sure somebody gave out dollar bills one year. They gave out a dollar bill to everyone.
Here, I don't have candy. Just take some money from me.
Yeah. I don't have time to go to the store.
Yeah.
So here's just some.
That's what it comes down to. I don't have time to go to the store to take a dollar.
That's wild. Yeah. So that was, we liked it obviously, but it was also this is kind of weird.
Again, it all comes down. You're going out for candy as a kid. You're going trick-or-treating for candy. You want candy.
Right. One thing I didn't mind was getting Huggies. I remember getting those.
Yes.
Those were, I love those drinks. So that was always kind of nice when people would give those out. I remember getting Coke and Pepsi cans too, the small ones.
Yeah.
Those are okay.
That's the real small miniature ones.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep. Yeah, but the Huggies, I do remember getting Huggies too. Those are good.
Yeah.
We always were leery on those too, because what if somebody puts something in these? So we're checking for any marks or holes or anything, but
right. Yeah, that was the only thing with those. You had to check those a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you'd have people that would give out, instead of candy, they'd give out those bags of chips or pretzels or something, which those were good too.
My parents actually do that. They don't do just pretzels, but they'll do pretzel bag and candy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So they kind of do both. But yeah.
Yeah. So I never minded those types of things, switching it up a little bit, because it's still, as we said, it's in the food category.
Food category, yeah. But it's not a raw hot dog. It's not a
hot dog.
It's not a raw hot dog.
It's not like goldfish or hot dogs or something crazy.
Not food goldfish.
Real goldfish, yeah. Not a cat. that was probably the craziest one I heard.
That was definitely one of the crazier ones. Yeah.
Like, here's our cat. I just don't know how that happened.
I don't either.
I'd be curious to know the backstory on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to think back and just kind of think about some of the different things that we got over the years. But,
did you ever get any real just giant candy bars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those were the best.
Yeah.
That was always, getting the king size or like the giant ones. Yeah, those were always awesome.
And you always made sure you made the effort to go and get them wherever they were.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. And you'd remember the house for next year.
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, oh, we got to go there early.
Gotta
next
go there.
year.
Make sure they're not running out.
Maybe we'll dress up as something else and go back.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. That's good.
But yeah, those were good times for sure. Yep. I definitely I'm excited, if I ever do have kids, it'll be kind of fun to relive that a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm excited once, when I do, hopefully, I'll be walking around with my kids doing the same thing, watching them enjoy themselves and dress up and run around getting candy. Absolutely.
I'll be tempted to take some candy myself. I love candy, but I wouldn't do that to the other kids.
I just take it from my own kid.
That's true.
Hey, Dad walked around with you. You got to share some candy with him.
Who is it that is it Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel that does that skit where they like the parents send in videos saying they ate all their candy and they show like the kids' reactions.
Oh, I don't know. No, I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, they're pretty funny.
I bet.
Yeah, the kids go wild. Obviously, they didn't eat the candy, but it's just hilarious to see their reactions. Yeah. They get so upset.
Oh yeah,
I would too.
I did all the work. I ran around and got this candy. It's not your candy. I remember doing that as a kid. Though I remember my parents were like, "Hey, you want to pass me over one of those?" No, it's all mine, Mom.
Did you walk around? No,
did you walk around? Yeah, I walked around with you. No, so I went up to the doors. I said trick or treat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Good times.
Yep. Good times indeed. Good times indeed. All right. So that does conclude our Halloween talk though. So we'll wrap it up with a bright story that Andy's got for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this past week I went to Florida with my aunt, my parents, and my wife. And, it just got me thinking it had been so long since I had spent that much time with my family, let alone on a vacation, just period. Right. Last year we pretty much lost, we really didn't see each other that much. So it really got me thinking how thankful I am, for spending time with family and just being around them, getting to spend some time with them and catching up with them, obviously not living with them anymore. So it's really good to just catch up with my family and my aunt too. Getting a chance to spend some quality time with her, and me and my dad are big into rides and stuff. So we had a great time just kind of going on a lot of different rides and having a blast. And so it just got me thinking how, how important it is to spend time like that with your family. Yeah. Because you don't know how long you have in this world. So it's good to spend some time with your family, and I'm extremely thankful for that. And I think that's just it brightened up everything for me. It's hard when you're working a lot every day, and then on the weekend you're doing laundry and grocery shopping and all this stuff.
All the other stuff.
It's just really nice to just spend some time with family and have a good time. And super thankful for that. So that was my bright story. It really brightened up everything, nice. The last week or so.
Yeah. And wasn't it like the 50th anniversary or 50th celebration done?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. At Disney, it was the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So that was pretty cool to be there. But it was more about the people that I was with too. Yeah. I feel like that was really cool. Celebrated with everyone.
Quality time with family and friends always seems to brighten morale. in a little
Mhm.
bit. Get your mind off all the worries and all the things going on, and it just brings you back to how much connection with other people, with people that you love, just means so much. So yeah, I mean, hey, I'm glad you got the chance to do that. Then that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I think we were actually planning on doing this last year, but then we had canceled it.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, it was just really nice to spend that much time, with my family, like for a week. It was really nice to just catch up with them.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, guys. That will do it. That will do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have any Halloween memories of your own you want to share, or your favorite costumes, or what you thought about our costumes, or the top 10 lists of costumes, or weird things you've gotten trick or treating, or your kids have gotten, or anything like that, please feel free to share. I'd like to hear about them. Andy and I would both love to hear some of the crazy things that you've gotten, or some of your crazy costumes, or what you think about ours. So hit up those comments on the YouTube video. Let us know what you thought about the episode, and let us know your own thoughts as well. And of course, be sure to follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Bright Connections. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do so. Make sure you just, you get notifications when there's a new episode. And obviously, you're just showing a little bit of support to Bright Connections as well. So be sure to like and share the video as well. Let everybody know about Bright Connections, all about Halloween. It was a good Halloween episode. I enjoyed it, Andy. Appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate your input and your list of costumes and crazy things you've gotten. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. It was fun to kind of revisit some of the Halloween memories, and yeah, it was a blast. Thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it.
You bet. You bet. All right, guys, that'll do it. Have a wonderful and bright week. Be sure to do something nice for somebody. Be sure to do something nice. Make a bright story of your own. And I urge you to share it with us so we can talk about it, and just kind of remind the world that all it takes is something little each and every day to continue to make the world a brighter place, and just remind people that there's a lot going on around the world. A lot of good things still happening, and each of us can do something to make somebody else's day a little bit better. Guys, thanks again. Take care. We'll see you next time.